This is TVA by Gemma, a podcast about entertainment issues brought to you by DarkCrazy.com.
This is TVA My Dinner. My name is Sean. I'm here with Brooks and Andrew and Lynn.
Hey, everybody.
Hawkeye. That's the one.
I liked Hawkeye.
Hawkeye was fun.
No, it was real good.
about
I didn't
Hawkeye?
mean meh, like
Didn't
the
have
meh.
a
It ended up
giant
being-
CGI monster in it.
Next to Loki,
No, I
it ended
really enjoyed Hawkeye a lot.
it ended up being my
There's not a lot
second-
to discuss there. I just
wanted to bring. It ended up being my second favorite of the shows behind Loki. 'Cause Loki, we had fun with. Loki was I think, the coolest one.
I really
but,
liked Wandavision too, though, because the mystery of it. I
that
really
was
dug
last
that.
year, sucker. I'm talking about this year. Okay.
Oh, you're talking about just this year? I thought you meant of all the Marvel shows.
Well, I mean, yeah, but WandaVision's like a one and done thing. Once you've gone, it was the mystery, but going through it again, I've never watched it again because I'm like, yeah.
To me,
I
what
got it.
made Hawkeye work was the girl, Kate.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, he's a side character. He even says it in.
He's not that fun to watch.
Yeah,
she was great.
I know. Well, that's what I'm saying. But he even says it in this. He's like, I don't really make plans or do. I was like, yeah, I'm not a. He is. Well, that's the. Yeah, he has Jeremy Renner. He's fine as a side character, and that's why. But she's amazing though. I think she's really fun. And
Jeremy
And I'm
Renner.
glad, I'm glad they brought back the Kingpin. That was
but
really
her
fun.
and
I'm glad.
Yelena together is amazing. That
yeah.
She's amazing.
They were
I
they're
love her.
together. That's the movie. That's Black Guy and Black Guy
And Kingpin
Hawkeye
is
and
great.
Black Widow. It's called Black Guy.
Did you say Black Guy?
And the swordman guy was great. The swordsman.
He's great. Yeah.
Jeremy
end of
Renner.
it-
I don't want to
Yeah,
people
he
think I'm
turned out
dissing on him
awesome.
because
No,
I think he's
it's-
amazing in a
He's a
dramatic
sidekick.
role.
Well, he's
Like
sidekick.
if he were in a serious movie, he's amazing.
But even in serious movies,
he's
dude,
not
I
as
watched.
good to me and funny.
He's
not,
in that show. He's in a show now, and even in movies, he's still like he's a stoic. He's not a charismatic in the same way as.
I
that's
think
just
he
a-
can do that. Wasn't he in Hurt Locker? Wasn't that him?
Yeah, but even his
he
other
was great in that.
But his best friend is the one that's charismatic. He's not charismatic in Hurt Locker.
No, but he's good at being intense.
I know.
So-
Yeah, he's
so
good at just being.
But Marvel is just not a good fit in that respect because you need a little bit of comedy chops.
Well, I think they.
Well, that's why
the right
she
way.
had it.
I
Yeah,
think
she's
this,
great.
This show
Yeah,
works
she's perfect.
better
He's a
than like,
superstar.
the Black Widow movie was okay. Like I thought it was pretty good, but I think this was a better use of Hawkeye than that movie was of Black Widow. Like this was a more fun story.
And
to
it's
see.
because it's more down. You feel more real. It feels real.
And it's a fun Christmas
Hawkeye,
feeling.
Black
and
Widow,
it's
they're
like-
up in a city in the clouds and stuff.
yeah, well,
and
they're
we
doing
found out-
Moonraker. They wanted it to be like Moonraker. It's like I appreciate that, but that's a lot.
And then we found out that what's his name, his wife was what's her like the agent, whatever.
Mockingbird.
Mockingbird. I was like, that's
Yeah.
fun. These are all fun.
I don't
Kingpin is
remember
great
her
though.
much from what else.
Kingpin.
Yeah, Kingpin, I love. He's perfect casting.
Well, we won't say anything else. We have to
I
be
like
careful.
To see,
But
I like to see
Kingpin
him coming back. Yeah,
is
so that'll be
they're-
fun to see.
Yeah, he's so good. Like he's in those scenes and his face is just twitching when he does like the.
I've been
That's
worried
like-
because they keep talking about we're going to have a young Avengers and all these characters that we've seen kind of sort of so far, like the two Wanda's kids and the kid in Falcon and Winter Soldier. And those characters, none of them seemed interesting.
But these two are great.
Like, well, I'm saying that's what I'm saying. It's like so far all the young Avengers we've seen, I'm like,
I don't
these guys
think-
are kind of
yeah.
boring looking. But she sold me. I'm like,
Those
okay.
three actors you've seen so far that will be recast before they're anything. Like
Oh, you
they
think
could just
so?
grow. Well, they could grow older. They could be years. From, they could be.
But
5
if they
years
can
from now.
get her caliber of charisma for all the other ones, then I'm
Both of them are great. They're like superstars. I'd watch
fun.
movies and movies with them.
Oh, you think Yelena will be an Avenger too?
No, she's like part of the thing now. I mean,
The new Avengers?
I want to see her do
I don't
something.
know
There's a
what's
new
like,
Avengers comic. That's what I'm saying. Young Avengers.
Well, I know,
There's a
but
Young
I'm just
Avengers
saying
comic. I didn't think
she's
If
part
they
of
do
this.
a Hawkeye season 2, I could just see her and Kate Bishop and
She's part of this whole new like. I mean, if you think about it, all these actors are the same. Like her, both of them, and Tom Holland are all 25 years old. They're all the same age, like where they could do stuff
Yeah.
for the next 10 years if they wanted to. You know.
Yeah, she's great too. Yeah, the both of them are like I'm on board with the future of Marvel if they keep going in this direction versus some of the stuff I've been worried
I'll
about.
keep watching.
Oh yeah, maybe I'll keep.
I guess I'll watch the next one. I guess the minute
Moon Knight.
That's
We
what I
saw. We
feel like.
watched the.
I'm glad I'm not making things like because it's bad enough we make things that no one wants to watch. But imagine you make things that everyone wants to watch, and it's this big, gigantic, $1 billion thing, and people are like, "It was fine."
No, we're definitely spoiled for that stuff. Well, I'm glad now we're
cynics,
this,
man.
Well,
Most
we're
people
back
love this stuff.
But we've immediately hit a great. I mean, that happened through all last year, right? Except they took time off for some of the movies, like where we're hitting our stride of the shows, where it's like Star Wars Boba Fett's going to go for 4 more weeks or something, and then it's like a week, and then and then Moon Knight would start. Like we're getting into that.
When is
always
the
a show.
Mandalorian?
I'm glad for that, man.
I don't know. They still haven't announced when the date is.
That's interesting.
Can't imagine they're going to wait all year till
I'm
Christmas.
not sure what they're going to do with Mando now that Baby Yoda's gone.
I know it's hard, man.
It's going to be rough.
Yeah, maybe Mando will just sit it out for a while, and they'll just come back like in another year with a new season, and Baby Yoda's back. Good.
It's just him and
Now he's teenage Yoda.
It's just him and
years
Bill.
of adventuring.
It's just him and Bill Burr every episode. Just like,
No, I'd watch that.
yeah, that's. What's up, you guys?
So
Are
now,
People, why did?
Come on,
Falcon
guys,
and
what the
Winter
hell?
Soldier is like my least favorite Marvel show so far.
I
It's the
enjoyed
only
that
one that
though.
I wouldn't think I'd want to watch again, though.
See, I love WandaVision, but I don't care about watching WandaVision again because I already know.
I really liked it. I'd watch it
It's
again.
really good. I'd watch it again because there's a lot of clever stuff. I like Falcon and Winter Soldier, but well, I think it's fair if you said it's the weakest of the Marvel shows. It's still a good place for it to be because they're all awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a
me-
bad show.
yeah,
I'm just
to
saying,
me-
compared to the others.
Yeah, to me, Loki's though the top. I
Loki's
Loki's
so
awesome.
much.
I guess the reason I'm saying that is because I thought Hawkeye was gonna. Before it came out, I'm like, this is going to be my least favorite one because I don't
this
care that
one's
much
gonna
about
be
Hawkeye.
Well, I was surprised that I thought it was just going to be kind of fun, but by the end of it, I was like, by even the last episode, and they're doing I was like, that was all completely fun. I was like, that's like number 2 for me now.
Hawkeye's like Ant-Man. It's like I like when I watch him, but I'm not like psyched about the new.
But
Ant-Man
this one I would
movie.
rewatch. That was a fun season of like stuff. I like the
It's
outcomes.
fun.
It picks
So if
them
you
up
haven't seen that, Lynn, watch Hawkeye. Have you seen Hawkeye? No. That's cool, man. she reads books.
Yeah,
she's actually smart.
like, stop talking about.
I started Falcon and Winter Soldier, and I didn't care for it.
No, this is better than that. And I guess that's what I'm saying.
I watched other shows. I watched all of Only Murders in the Building. That was fantastic.
Oh, that's such a good show.
I haven't
love
seen
that
that. Is that Martin Short and
Steve Martin and Selena Gomez.
Yeah.
all the Martins?
Really, really good.
They're great. Steve Martin.
Fantastic
Short,
long form.
I've never been a Martin Short fan. So
what?
maybe he'll sell me.
He's
You never
good
seen
in
Clifford?
that, though.
Clifford is one of the best movies
He
of all
always
time.
seems a little over the top to me. But
You
maybe
don't
I'll
like
go-
great.
Ed Grimley? Almost say.
such genius work.
And then Captain Ron, it's a great movie.
What was
are you
the
talking
name of
about?
that? You didn't like Jiminy Glick? Classic characters. Like
I'm being serious about Clifford, though. Clifford's one of my favorite movies with him, and he plays a 12-year-old.
Well, he's awesome in this.
The big red dog,
Steve
Clifford?
Martin's always awesome.
No, he plays.
It's a small boy.
He's a small boy.
Oh, I thought you were talking about because they just had a Clifford movie. Like,
Funny enough, though, it is
Yeah, they're
Charles
making a Clifford the Big Red
Grodin.
Dog.
He's in the base.
they had a Clifford the Big Red Dog movie.
Yeah,
it just
I know.
got a little, that's why I thought you were talking about that.
Did I say the Big Red Dog?
I thought Clifford was the Big Red Dog. That's all I'm
Sorry,
saying.
sir.
I'm not aware of other Cliffords.
He's not. There are other Cliffords, though. I can attest to that.
So when is
I've seen them.
Doctor Strange is in May, right? Yeah,
I don't know, but that's the next
the
big
trailer
movie.
looks fun for that.
That'll be fun.
I'm excited.
I'm
Batman.
wanting big
Batman.
things for that
Batman's
because
the next
Doctor
movie.
Strange is still like the biggest disappointment in the MCU. In
Yeah, that movie was one of the
I enjoy that.
You
movie.
guys are
I
gonna have
actually
to-
like that movie.
It's okay.
It's
But
entertaining.
Of all the avenues of storytelling you had, you made Iron Man. With
Yeah, but I
Matt.
like Iron Man a lot, though, so I don't mind it. Like, it's kind of one of those things. It's like I enjoyed it,
Yeah, but Iron Man without Robert Downey Jr. is not quite as
but
charming.
I like Cumberbatch.
I
Cumberbatch
like
is.
him too.
You watch
Why
Power of
doesn't
the
Doctor
Dog?
much better
Strange know about the
used.
Celestials? Why doesn't he sense that there's an actual Celestial in
Well,
the
let's
Earth?
not put Doctor Strange on trial here, okay? Just because you
Well,
don't
and I
like
don't
that one
mind
movie.
that. I don't mind that a franchise thing happens and all the other franchises aren't aware of it. That's fine.
It doesn't
you've
make
seen them in
sense
their
from
movies. They're
the-
busy. There's stuff
What's the
going
one?
on.
The one that gave him the one before him, the Endless or the what do they call her? The
ancient one.
ancient
Ancient one.
Why doesn't she know about this stuff? She spent 1,000
Maybe
years.
she does,
like,
and she doesn't give a shit.
Knows about
Yeah,
what
she's like, I
stuff?
don't
She
care.
died
There's a
before she could
celestial
tell
baby in
anybody.
the Earth. That's not my problem.
Some stuff came up for her as well.
She can see the future. She knows they're going to deal with it.
Yeah, the Eternals are going to handle it. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, that's exactly
Just
right.
chill
You're
out,
just
man.
having
I mean, you're
the
totally. I
hardest
mean,
person to talk to. You're like, well, there will be a celestial
I
being
mean,
born in the
you're-
center of the earth. Like what? But the Eternals will take care of it. Like, God, I hate talking to you. You suck.
If you got to worry about something, worry about Thanos. Who?
What?
Like,
Wait,
Got
what?
that glove. He's got that glove that'll
Imagine
kill
in the
sort of-
first Iron Man
but-
movie if you heard all
mean,
this stuff, because
you're
it's
not-
real grounded in the first Iron
Right.
Man in reality, and you're like, yeah, wait till you see Thanos and the
Well,
Celestial that's in.
But you're not wrong though, because
Magic.
Eternals does break a lot of Universal things, like, and for no reason. Like, it's not like, but it was worth it because we got. It's like, yeah, it's like it's.
I thought that
We're gonna get Namor
before
from
it,
it.
the whole point of
That's true.
In my mind, I'm like the Eternals is going to be necessary because it's going to introduce some important thing that we need for the other movies to go forward. It's got to be. That's why they're making an Eternals movie. Why else are they making a movie out of this comic that no one knows or cares about? But then you watch it and you're like, I don't see it. I don't see what happened here that is going to
I
affect
think
the
there's
rest
gonna
of
be
the Marvel
ripples. I think
universe.
they've got plans on that.
Well, here's my only problem after even
I
like the
didn't see
Eternals
it.
thing, even after the Eternals thing, is that because Spider-Man, I'm not going to spoil anything in Spider-Man, but in Spider-Man, the most latest, it's like the latest and then like timeline, right? That's happened, or is it not?
Most
I
recent.
don't know. It's hard to say. I guess.
Well,
so.
but it's like in our future because it's like 2024 or 3 because it
Okay,
jumped
so
5 years. Remember?
probably then.
But I mean, where the after the jump blip is, like Endgame is
Yeah.
in our future, but like,
they could
if
have
I
just
don't
set
see
Eternals during the blip. Now that I think
Yeah,
about it,
but
that
if
would have
the-
made
if-
a lot more sense.
yeah, but if after the Eternals movie too, if everybody in the world walking around is not just like schizophrenic and terrified, even in Spider-Man, there's a couple normal shots where people are just like, it's all normal. We still live in a normal world. It's like, well, there wouldn't be rioting on the streets. It's like,
That just
I
shows
saw
how adaptable
someone said
humans
online,
are.
they're like, I saw Endgame and I thought, how is it that people go through that collective trauma that decimates the population and then they just go back to everything being normal and now we are where we are? And I'm like, oh, okay.
With COVID.
Yeah.
I see it now.
I mean, I kind of buy that.
That's what people do.
People adapt. People.
well, it's like, it's funny. It's like
Hawkeye. That's a great part of Hawkeye when you actually see the battle, the New York battle with the Chintari or whatever,
Oh,
and
yeah.
she's watching it and
That's cool
horrified, and it's like
that's
this is
good.
what it looks like for a normal person in
Right.
the middle of that. I
well,
thought
it's
that
funny.
was cool.
What's funny how like in Endgame we see like when all the people are gone, the whole world has sort of become this depressive thing. They come back, you're like, oh, nothing even happened. It was fine. Everything's fine now. It's good. It's good. We're good. You guys back? We didn't even miss you. Like, it's a totally
Even notice you were gone, honestly.
yeah. Like, there's no more trauma
that's-
because everyone's like,
when you get back to your high school and people are like, oh, you were blipped? Oh,
yeah.
I didn't even.
Man, you look young. What?
When you're like,
Well, they
"Class,
touch
we've
on
got-
some of those
we've got a
ideas
new
where they-
student today. Class, like, no, I was
'Cause that's
I was
what-
blipped.
But isn't that what's happening in Falcon Winter Soldier? Those are refugees from the blip because they came
Yeah.
back and they didn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I like,
And that's what
the
Aunt
little
May's
things,
in the
little
last
world-
Spider-Man
world
movie,
building
her-
they do there.
Her little charity was for people that got like they don't have their apartment anymore or something in the blip.
Is Mr. Negative like introduced at all in the new Spider-Man? That's
Oh,
what
that
I'm
was
talking
so
about.
Negative.
cool. That
Do
was
they?
so cool. In Hawkeye, where they show you Elena getting blipped and blipped out, and then show her coming back.
Oh
in.
yeah,
It's
that
like-
was a neat.
that
scene.
was really cool. And her friends like, hey, they have like a kid, and they're like, yeah, well, you've been gone for 5 years.
Didn't they do that? What,
They did
which
it in
one was
Monica
it?
Rambeau,
Oh,
where
Monica
she's sitting
Rambeau.
there,
Yeah, she's in the
And
hospital.
hers was
it
cool
happens.
too, but I think this was cooler. I think this is even better. Like,
I know,
like-
because you're in someone's house. You're like,
well, it shows like the,
How
the
horrifying.
complete. Well, we just saw her blip back in, and this it showed her complete. Like she walked in, looked in the mirror, and it was like, bloop,
yeah,
5 years later.
I think that was cool. Watch it, man. It's good, Lynn. Check it out.
She's like, yeah,
I gotta run, y'all. I gotta.
I'll add it to the list.
I think
Well,
we're done. I think we're done.
I think we probably covered.
I'd watch
Blood
Peacemaker. It's fun.
Oh, Peacemaker! I love.
Oh, it's on the
Peacemaker.
list as well.
I haven't watched the episodes yet.
Sometimes
It's so
these things
fun,
don't come
man.
out in Australia for a couple of months.
I know.
That's a
I
shame, but you definitely need to catch that when it comes out.
Need to get a
But it's-
VPN.
You just get a
and watch
VPN.
the American.
I had a VPN. I hate VPNs. They steal your information.
dude,
That's what the opposite. What they're
that's
supposed
that's
to do.
my fear. That's exactly what I'm afraid of.
They're supposed to do the opposite of that. But yeah, well, when it comes out, check out Peacemaker. I recommend it highly. It's a lot of fun. James Gunn, man, I'm telling you, he knows how
Yeah,
to get
it's
to
on
me.
the list.
He
There's
knows how
dancing in
to
it.
knows how to make my inner child happy.
It's another gift. Like we didn't ask for that and don't deserve it, but then we.
Well, it's
have
funny
this
though because
show.
it was because that show I never knew until I mean, this is like months ago when we knew that was coming out. But the thing is that DC fandom, when we were talking about it, like I knew that show was going to be made and they're going to have things, but I didn't realize like, oh, he just like took a vacation, just wrote every episode himself.
Yeah, and
like
he just wrote a bunch of them too.
Yeah, it's like, oh, Jesus, it's like,
and it shows, man, because it's got that feel to it that I love. You know,
it's just a bunch of fun.
They started shooting Guardians 3 too now, so
that'll be fine, I guess.
That'll be fun.
I hope it's better than 2, and I like 2 okay, but I didn't like the ego.
2's enjoyable. The story.
I just think it's too far down the road. Hopefully, they come up with a new thing to do because it's too far down the road to just show us the next day. Like we need to see like something.
Well, they got to find what's her name, right? Gamora. They got to find the other Gamora.
Yeah, but so what? One thing I hate the most of all in sci-fi is where they'll just kill a character but keep the actor, and then the actor is playing a different character or a different version.
Well, this one's about what's the name? That Adam
Gamora is still dead. This is a different Gamora.
What's his name?
Adam Warlock.
Adam Warlock. Yeah,
that because they hired that kid that whatever his name is,
and they teased that. I guess like in 2, and that was forever ago. It seemed like
those are fun movies. Hope they end it good.
I liked it too. But
and they're making a holiday special. They're shooting a holiday special while they're shooting this movie.
That sounds like
that'll be fun.
But we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Thanks for joining us again. We'll be back again soon sometime.
Yeah,
I'm just going to disappear into the darkness.
Leave us. I know. I can barely see you. You're just a floating head. I
can't control the settings.
Even your hair, we can't see.
It's like disappear back into
the. Just like a face, like Power Rangers. Where you're just funny. Telling them.
Leave us a comment. We'll see you guys later.
Like a good comment. No bad comments.
Yeah, no bad comments. Just nice ones, please. Constructive. You can be constructive. Just don't be
constructive with your criticism.
Yeah.
Be more constructive with your criticism.